All right, we hit it up. What are you doing with your camera off, nigga?
Nigga.
Fifth, oh, you have the iMac, so you have the iMac camera, huh?
Yeah, I'm on my computer, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, an E, what do you got? You on your phone? E don't even know what the fuck's going on. Okay.
E, can you hear Jason? E, can you hear anybody?
I can hear everybody.
Oh, word. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Refresh. It still says Throwbacks. I don't even give a fuck anymore. It's what it is. What it is. We're here. Whoa. Okay. All right. Tis the vibe.
Yeah.
That's what we doing. All right.
No, bro.
Smoke that. Smoke them if you got them. Hey.
Yeah.
Everybody watching this shit. You know what it is. It's no booze. The crew. The squad.
The squall.
Rob couldn't make it today because he's probably being wifed by his wife or something. I'm just saying.
No, this mask is too hot, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why you insisted on trying to do that.
Hey, I'm kind of glad Rob's not here because then he can't talk shit to me about saying that Paid in Full is trash.
But that's one of my favorite movies.
It's trash.
Why? What is wrong with you?
It's trash, bro.
It gives you the code to the street. Am I lying?
There ain't no code, bro. Look, bro, the acting is actually real good. Like everybody's acting top notch, bro. It's not even that. It's just, I feel like they just skipped through like the most important parts, bro.
What was the most important parts you thought?
Like, homeboy worked at a fucking laundromat, and then he hooked up with. I hooked him with the cocaine, and now he's balling. Like, it was just too fast for me, bro. There was no build-up.
Yo,
hey. The fact that it's a real story makes it dope. And the acting's dope, but besides that...
But you want to see more rise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no pressure, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the downfall or the problems didn't come toward, like, the last 20 minutes. It was just them balling the whole movie.
You know,
exactly.
The streets don't slow down, okay?
Nobody.
It's just fast. It's just fast out there. It's just how it is, dog. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? Hey.
I'm glad Rob's not here because he would definitely talk shit.
Yeah, right.
No booze in quarantine. Hello, everyone that is watching in YouTube world. I go by the name of Jason Craig, and to my immediate screen.
We don't even know who's who.
Yeah, we don't know who's who, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Your immediate screen. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Fifth. Coming at you from my fucking studio in the crib. Chilling out, smoking weed, enjoying my life.
Enjoying life.
Tell them where you at, Fifth. Tell them where you at.
Las Vegas, Nevada. You know what I'm saying?
Damn! Look at this nigga in Las Vegas. Oh, fucking.
Bro, look at them locks, though.
God damn.
Look at those locks, though, bro. I had to see them.
Dog. Damn, look at the length. The length. What is this shit? I be shaking my dress for no reason. Cereal?
Yes, sir.
Come on. What you know, son? But yeah, man, nah. And then to my immediate screen.
Yes,
I'm Esteban over here talking to y'all from Midland, Texas. Still in Texas, though, so it's okay.
Midland. God damn. And I'm holding it down right here in the Sun City. Young Chuco. So, yeah, how's everybody been? How you guys been, man?
Been good, bro.
Yeah, man, just, I don't know, making it happen inside, you know what I mean? That's all we can do.
Since this thing has started, how do you feel you have taken all the information, or all, like, how does it feel for you? I'll start with E first, since he's more of the...
Hey, bro, nothing's changed for me. I work every day. Wake my ass up, go to work every day, bro. Nothing's changed. The only thing that has changed is the fact that I haven't been in El Paso in, like, over a month.
Are you on the front lines? Are you the ones that they be talking about in the commercials? Like, oh, you're a shout out to the first responders. Is that you?
I'll be out here, bro.
Hell yeah.
Damn. Well, round of applause for you.
bro. Because I was still just chilling at the crib, fucking, posted. Because ain't shit to do out here. The only thing that has to is I haven't seen my friends or family in over a month because I can't leave.
Right.
Is Dr. at least so?
I can't leave the city. Because if I do, then I'll be forced to quarantine. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 week, 14-day quarantine.
Yo, I'll tell you what, though. One thing I have noticed is that social media, since all this shit started, has been a little less negative, believe it or not. At least from my point of view.
Oh, word?
You know what I mean? Like, it hasn't been more positive, but it has been less negative, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I feel like this has been the great like equalizer. Like everybody's like, yo, shut up, sit down. Relatively speaking, is like he said, he's like, yeah, everybody's inside, so I think everybody's adopting a different type of approach to social media because it's like we need something. You know what I'm saying? Everything can't be shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, for me, like I just been trying to be creative, honestly.
Yeah.
Watch some TV shows that I normally wouldn't watch.
Like what?
The 2010 NBA Finals. Why would I be watching that?
Watch like old school YouTube shit.
Why would I watch that? Because I've already seen it. I know the Lakers won. I saw it. You know what I mean? But why am I watching it again? Well, because Lakers. You know what I mean? No, but honestly, just freaking, I've rearranged the studio like 7 times. I've worked on, doing the live streams. I still do, my Throwback Thursday shit for the station in Amarillo, and I still do those mixes. So those are like, that's still like work. You know what I mean? But yeah, just trying to stay on it without trying to make sure that I'm still fresh and not losing a beat. That's really what it is.
I feel that. What have y'all been watching lately? Since real television and live sports and all other stuff is taking a hit.
Black as fuck.
Yo, how is it? I'm going to watch it. It's good?
It's funny, dog.
I watched I think the first episode and a half. It wasn't that bad. It's like the only thing I don't like is how obviously it's gonna be similar to like Blackish and fucking what's the other joint, Grownish. But it's all the same dude. But it was kind of funny and it was interesting. Morgan and I were talking about it. I've never seen Rashida Jones on screen call herself a black woman. I might be tripping, but to my knowledge, I've never seen her do it except for in that show.
Or have been acknowledged as, which is the weird, like. I mean, and then I look back, and now when I look back at it, I'm like, man, Jim had like a thing for like a black girl in the office.
Yeah, on the low.
On the low. The first time I ever saw her was in a Dave Chappelle episode. If y'all remember that shit.
Which episode was that?
It's when he makes her sign the waiver.
To,
like, talk about the sexual experience he just had with her. And then condom, Kobe. That's the first time I ever saw her.
Dang, see, look at Dave Chappelle. Look at Dave Chappelle putting shit out. Like, Dave Chappelle was...
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Dave Chappelle, bro.
Thank you, Dave Chappelle.
Right.
But you know what I binge watched? I binge watched both seasons of Atlanta. I had never seen Atlanta. So now that I just watching it.
Oh, that's right. So what are your thoughts?
That show was the bee's knees, bro. Yo, season 2 was heavy, though. Like, season 1 was hilarious, right? Like, he was on it, bro. Like, and then season 2 was just heavy, bro. Like, he went, like, it was very almost overwhelming, like, how deep he got. Like, it wasn't too serious, but he definitely, like, got in his little, like, bag on the deep meaning of things instead of just looking at Atlanta and the hip-hop scene. He dove super into the psyche of relationships, growing up in the hood, trying to keep it real, what's fake. Like,
You phony. You fake. That's the type of people buy. Hey. Sorry.
And I've been watching Dave, the Lil Dicky Show, which is Atlanta, but white people in California. When you think about
pretty
it.
much.
Right.
Pretty much.
But it's good.
Like a lot more mainstream. I like the storyline. It's tight.
It's good.
What were we
What
talking
you been
about?
watching?
Oh, what else I've been watching? Wrestling.
Word.
Yo, tell me why my brother hooked me up with the WWF network, and I was watching WrestleMania live, bro. That shit was cool.
Look, man, I've been trying to tell you guys this for a very long time. It is the thing that moves the economy.
Brother, you should be watching right now.
Well, how are they? Are they still doing matches and stuff?
Yeah, live.
Yeah, but there's no
audio.
fans, bro.
So it's all streamed or whatever.
You like it better, bro.
Really?
It's interesting
Yeah,
how.
Is it like better organized? Is it like what?
Because you can actually just like. I feel like they're just more on point. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe less distraction. I don't know what it is, but you can hear what they're saying. I feel like they're just more on point on each other, focusing on the moves, focusing on the script. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucks with it.
Nice.
Well, I don't want to burst your bubble, but WrestleMania was taped, so it was already done before they showed it.
Yeah.
So that part sucked, but
yeah.
To be like what E says, like I liked it. I like it because there is no fan influence, over influence of who I should like.
Yeah.
So I can just watch. I can just watch it, and then if I like whatever the person's doing, I'm like, you know what? I like that wrestler. He's a good wrestler. There's not a fan. You know, fans aren't cheering and shifting my decision based on their cheer. You know.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh. I guess that probably will alter the experience. We've been watching a ton of Ozark. We've been watching Dave. What else? Ozark is tripping. We literally just started the third season today. That shit is crazy. Jason Bateman is ill.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's ill as fuck. The show is insane.
And then me and Amanda have been doing the MCU in order.
Okay. Oh, not really.
That's
the way. In which order? Like release order or chronological order?
Chronological order.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you, everything makes way more sense that way.
Yeah.
Oh, it opens up a whole nother. It's like, oh nigga, oh wow.
Yeah. Everything just clicks into place and shit.
For sure. You know, did you know that have you seen The Christmas Story?
Yeah.
With
Like
Ralphie?
the old one?
Yeah, the old joint.
Yeah.
You know Ralphie is in Iron Man?
Which Iron Man?
The first one.
Who is he?
That's cool.
He's the scientist
Oh, that's right.
that he was helping the bald dude, and he's like, we can't do that. He goes, he built it in a cave. That little scientist dude, that's Ralphie.
Oh shit.
Fast forward to Iron Man 3. When he's in that little city, with the little kid, and the little kid's helping him make the suit.
Oh yeah.
And then he says to the little kid, he goes, "You remind me of Ralph, that little kid from The Christmas Story."
Oh shit! So I brought it back.
So he kind of like gave you an Easter egg later, with people not even knowing about it.
Yeah, nice little tie-in. Yeah, I feel that. That's dope.
So have you finished?
No, we are at. We just finished Black Panther.
Okay. So you're pretty far into it.
Oh yeah, we're deep. We're deep inside.
Yeah.
What? So what's after Black Panther, and then I think it's Ragnarok.
No, it should be Ant-Man.
Oh no, yeah. So Black Panther, then Ant-Man and Wasp, and then Ragnarok.
Yo, tell me why Homeboy, the Mexican dude in Ant-Man, bro, is fucking hilarious. Like,
Oh,
I
he's
wasn't
funny
in
as
the
fuck.
movie, but he's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's dope.
No, he's funny as fuck. And it's when they, what was it when they gave him the truth serum?
Yeah, bro.
He starts like running his mouth. He's like, yeah.
I had
That
never
shit's funny as
seen,
hell.
I had never understood his whole thing because I never saw the first Ant-Man. So when I was watching it, and I'm like, oh, that's why that nigga talk like that all the time because he just
Yeah.
talks forever.
Yeah.
He's a shit.
It was like his whole thing.
Which, by the way, thank God for Disney Plus.
Honestly, I feel like I've been underusing it. But I don't know why.
I just gave you a reason. I gave you a reason of why to use it. That Marvel,
No, I know. Yeah.
The Marvel,
except for Spider-Man and the Hulk.
bro, they have 10 things I hate about you, which is crazy. Like, that movie's hilarious, dog.
Boy Meets World.
It's like that. All the Star Wars shit.
All the old school Disney, bro.
Yeah.
Old school 80s shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
DuckTales.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you about Mulan, super underrated Disney movie. Mulan.
100%. Y'all think the new one's gonna be ill?
Yeah. I don't know. They haven't fucked up yet.
True.
It's not gonna be music though. I heard it's not gonna be musical.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna be the same. It just looks like it's gonna be her beating ass.
I know. Red had a problem with The Lion King being the exact same movie as The Lion King.
It was the same movie.
It was the same movie, bro.
And Elton John didn't sing shit. So why the fuck did I watch it?
I don't know. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Beyonce out here fucking. Beyonce was trying to.
People complain.
Beyonce was trying to be Elton John. Bitch, sit down.
Yeah. There wasn't no lying. That was Beyonce, 100%. Beyonce in the Pride Lands.
Right? It was weird, right? Because that's what sucks is that when you do famous voices like that, it takes you out of the movie, bro. Like, you can't even like be in tune how you want to because you're like, that's Childish Gambino. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
And come on. You know goddamn well Childish Gambino ain't got no chance with fucking Beyonce.
Nope.
I mean, hey, he does his line.
Hey, get it twisted, bro.
You got
I never
the
know.
line.
There's a video of him singing to Rihanna on the beach. I've never seen that shit. That motherfucker was in his groove.
Oh yeah, that's from that. What's that joint called? It's like a little short film he put out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I can't remember what it is. I'm not even sure. Did y'all listen to that album that he put out?
Yeah,
Oh, of
I liked
course.
it.
Absolutely.
I liked it a lot.
Oh yeah. Did y'all get the version from his website or like the one on the streaming platform?
I got the streaming platforms because it just popped up, and I was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" And then I didn't know about the website joint. I heard about it. It's two different, but I heard it's two different projects. Like some of it's different.
Yeah, I think it might be like maybe like an earlier version or something like that. But I heard that version had actual like track names,
Mm.
which is really fucking useful because like I know where my favorite songs are on the album, but I couldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like I was telling everybody that 21 Savage joint was dope, but I couldn't tell you what fucking track it was.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, but I mean, like, I guess it's kind of cool because in a way, I feel like it might force you to listen to the album more as a body of work and less as individual songs. Which, if that was intentional, that's a cool tactic.
Yeah, sure.
I like the fact that he put summertime on there.
Yeah.
Summer.
It was like an extended version or something like that. It was tight though. I love when people do it.
Dope.
And I'm like a music nerd like that, so I'm like, yeah, give me this fucking 8-minute songs, fucking B-side. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get that.
And then right after that, I listened to the Thundercat one. What you think of the Thundercat, right?
That Thundercat was fire, bro. You know I like Thundercat.
I'm 100%. Like, I'm trying to remember, I think I was talking to Max about it, man. The features were on point. That joint with Ty Dolla $ign and Lil B is my shit. That joint is hard. Huh?
What?
Oh, I thought I heard something. Did you have you guys bumped that who is it? Knowledge? He put out an album.
The one that came out like 2 weeks ago?
I want to say it was around the same time as like within the same week of like Thundercats, I believe. Because for a while I had the two of those on repeat.
I had I saw it pop up yesterday and listened to the track with him and Anderson.
Yeah.
So I listened to that, but I didn't know it was like a full project.
Oh yeah. No, it's a whole album. I highly recommend it. I think it's 1988. I think it's called. I want to say, I don't know, but yeah, it's his latest album. The shit is dope. It's like he does a real good job of like his beat tapes are so unique and like with the whole. Because like, have you guys heard any of the joints that he's had with like the Meek Mill acapellas? Bro, I'm telling you, I'm heavy on knowledge. He's crazy.
Yo,
crazy fucking producer. Huh?
Put the link on the chat so I can check it out. Get a chance.
I got you.
And then I listened to what's this group? It's with Static Selecta and Terminology. What is that group? 1984? No, 1982 is the group. So they put out their second project. I listened to that. MF Doom teamed up with some dude, and there's a project out with him.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know. It just popped up. Look, I go on hip hop. I go to djbooth.com when I want to nerd out about shit that I should know about and I don't.
That's like the only good like kind of blog style platform still out there. I feel like.
Yeah, DJ Booth for sure. Oh no, I mean Two Dope Boys is still there.
Two Dope Boys. But I feel like DJ Booth excels in journalism.
Oh yeah.
You know, man, they do that very well.
Yeah,
and
they're not just posting. They're not just posting tracks and hey, song is dope with these two niggas.
I mean, and sometimes you don't need to say shit. Just post a link, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the reason why I appreciate them. I've been meaning to tell y'all. I've never, admittedly, you know, I've listened to a couple of freestyles and stuff like that. A couple of tracks here and there, but I had never listened to a full West Side Gun project or Conway and everything. And I know I'm slow to gravitate to new music, but I listened to that Pray for Paris probably every day since it came out.
Bro.
Like, legitimately, like, shit. What's that joint? What's that joint with, I feel like it's like the third or fourth joint on there. It's, him, Joey Badass, and
Tyler.
That shit, hype. Woo!
Bro.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody always puts Benny on top of Conway and Westside, but I think Westside just kills it, bro.
I just like his style. His style is so dope, and it's just different. You know what I mean? But no, Conway's out of his goddamn mind.
Conway is out of his mind, bro.
Conway is crazy.
See, I'm laying on that too. I gotta get him. I've been trying to, well, not to derive from the conversation. I've been trying to like dive off so I can stay uninfluenced from shit that's going on and just dive into a project. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's good.
But yeah, that Pray for Paris is crazy.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean, I got respect for that camp for real. Cause shit.
What Kanye does, dog, was Conway does is that he does what Lil Wayne used to do. Remember when Lil Wayne used to spit a bar, and you would like completely just stop listening because you had to like think about what he just said. That's what Conway does, dog. The machine, that fool, he drops bars that make you be like, damn, did he really just say that? And then he just got bars, like he's just not stopped. And then Westside is just too unique.
Yeah, he's just too.
What he says, like just like you said, it's his own style.
Yeah.
Abstract, some other shit like. Yeah.
I really didn't know his voice was really like that. That's crazy.
And he's a wrestling fan.
Yeah. That's nuts. But I've been up on that. That's been crazy. Heavy rotation. I think I just picked up I picked up a new Smino mixtape. I guess that came out yesterday. or something. I think it's like on SoundCloud or something, but that's tight. I don't know why I'm just throwing out albums now.
You use SoundCloud still?
I've started getting back into it, like from the music discovery standpoint, and like, because I remember like back in like the early days of SoundCloud and stuff, it was a perfect platform for finding new shit, and I mean like new shit. You know what I mean? Like early selection days, early everybody days. You know what I'm saying? Like that's early K Tronada. You know, all that. That was all on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? And there's still a lot of talent out there, and SoundCloud gets a bad rep. But I say, like, for me, from my perspective as a rapper, the like eclectic selection of just beats on there, even if it's just like listening to shit for inspiration and then, you know, going on to the next one or something like that, it's crazy. I made dope relationships through SoundCloud. You know what I mean? Like. So, yeah.
See, that's what it is, because you're in love with SoundCloud.
Hey, man. It'd be like that.
Yo, one album that I did listen to, and as soon as I finished listening to it, I sent it to everybody. I was like, everybody needs to listen to this, was the Rock Marciano album.
Motherfucker, I kept missing that. I keep skipping. I like Rock Marciano, and I keep forgetting to listen to it.
I've never heard him. I've heard of him. I've never listened to him, though.
Listen to his newest album. It's like a red album cover. I forgot what it was called. It's called. Fuck, I don't know what it's called, but it's his newest one, right? And it's a red cover. Yeah. And when I was listening to it, bro, he's got like Pusha T lyrics, but with the most Def flow.
The album is called which one? Reasonable Drought.
Reasonable Drought.
That's crazy.
He's got a most Def flow, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, this is a tag one though. This one.
Conscious. It is conscious.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. It is conscious because he's very smart, and he's able to put you in tune in your brain on one. Like he's talking about selling bricks at a church parking lot, bro. You know what I
mean? Yeah, it's gangster. I like that. That's some paid in full shit.
Both of y'all.
Yeah, not that.
Who is Stove God Cooks?
Stove God Cooks?
You know what? I sent it to my nephew. He asked me the same thing. Because there's no features in that album, bro. So I'm guessing it's just like his production company or something. I don't know.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out.
In-house producer. Nah, when I was listening to Pray for Paris, I went to look up, and I can't even remember dude's name, but Griselda's one of the in-house producers. Bro, it's like some of those whoever that producer is. Like I'm trying to find like some of their solo shit because like
it's great, right?
Yeah, and it's like I feel like that album's a great mesh of just like rapping and like just really perfectly crafted beats for somebody like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's a great marriage, and I finally, you know, I did a little bit of research going back and like seeing. Oh, what's up, baby?
Happy birthday, Jason.
Well, thank you. Okay.
But yeah, that marriage of like that, those eclectic kind of Mad Lib-esque, you know, beats. You know what I'm saying? I think it's tight, man. That's real cool. Like
but he's always been on those because you were sleeping. And then when Esteban put me on, and I'm like, all right, cool. And I was like, just because of the wrestling part of it.
Just because of the wrestling, bro.
And I was like, all right. And he was just like, seriously, he named tracks after wrestlers, or he always throws in a wrestler reference. Oh, by the way, sorry to get off of him and go into this bullshit, but
all right,
but yeah, he's always had these freaking like no snare beats, just loops.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And all he needs is boo 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 boo.
Yep.
That's it. Hey yo.
Yeah, ad libs. Like niggas have gotten to the point where like ad libs are used as instruments on records. You know what I'm saying?
thinking about that the other day, bro. Like the fact that you actually have to have skill to use ad libs. Yeah, I mean, because like that's crazy to me. I was just thinking about that the other day, where ad libs is actually it's a skill, bro, that not many have. It's crazy.
It's like knowing where to put it, like how much emphasis to give it. You know what I'm saying? What to say. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, and I like his approach. And again, like what I've heard.
Best ad lib guy.
Him? Or you asking?
I'm asking.
You're telling.
Best ad lib, or like most iconic. Because if we're talking most iconic, I mean, we gotta talk like E40.
Oh,
ad lib?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
E40's ad lib was. What's E40's
I feel
ad lib?
I feel like E40's got
right?
some
It's just the
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah, that was a time though. He didn't really do it as much.
No,
I like 21. 21's got. He's good at his ad libs. He don't be slacking.
Who?
Yeah, 21. Right?
Oh, 21. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I consider Uzi to be the king of that type of music. Uzi.
I think
Uzi.
My opinion is Jim Jones.
Okay.
Jeezy.
G-Eazy.
No, not G-Eazy. Young Jeezy.
Oh, Young Jeezy. I was about to say, Young Jeezy definitely took ad-libs to the next level because he was dope, like skillful level, and I think he just made it.
Yeah.
He made it to where everybody has to do it now.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it that chance. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Just don't. It was. Yeah, and then that's right, and then what was his other one? He had one more, but those were in every song.
Every song.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. He had them in every song. So I give it to Young Jeezy as far as like ad libs, but the ones that were like creative was like Jim Jones, right? Because he always had that weird thing in the background saying some dumb shit on an ad lib that fit what he was talking about.
Yeah.
So that's why I get Jim Jones and Young Jeezy for my ad lib guys.
I gotta get it up to Migos too, bro. Cause remember Jay-Z put Migos. Cause right, Jay-Z knows he's like, yo, I can't do ad libs, but let me get these young cats to do that my ad libs for me, and they did a great job, bro. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Jay-Z, what y'all think of that Jay Electronica and Jay-Z album?
I expected more.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
I felt it was a little soft.
It's super spiritual.
That was cool.
For like hardcore bars, like what he spit is what I expected. I liked it a lot.
I think the caliber of his rapping was there, but I feel like it's like listening to one of Tyler the Creator's last two albums and expecting to hear rap. There's not enough of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's only because like this is Watch the Throne 2. Or what did Max say? Max said this is what did he say?
Shout out to Max, by the way.
Yeah, shout out to Max. You know he's still on the path.
It's like a 444 Jay Electronica album.
Yeah, it's like Hotep. That's what it is. It's a Hotep Watch the Throne. And like it was cool. I listened to it I listened through to it a couple times, but like no disrespect to Jay-Z, like I wasn't trying to hear Jay-Z on every song.
I didn't want to hear Jay-Z at all.
Yeah, I wasn't on that either. But something that Jay-Z did that kind of like made me fall back a little, because I had never seen him be so, I don't know, for lack of a better word, like religious. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
like he's a 5%er, but you don't really talk about it. But in his album, he went all in his beliefs, bro. Which is, you know what I mean? This is the closest he has ever put himself next to the Nation of Islam, which is dope. You know what I mean? Because see that side of him at all.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I like that.
Like it was. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was a bad album, just not what I was expecting for sure. You know what I mean? Like I'm sure it's probably gonna be one of those that I'm gonna have to pick up in a couple of months and like really give myself a chance because I gotta like step away from it, like kind of forget about it and then pick it up in like 4 months and be like really be able to appreciate it for what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, I just did that with Igor, bro.
Oh yeah.
What? Because I listened to.
What a great album.
I listened to the Childish Gambino and I listened to Thundercat, and I'm like, something made me want to go revisit Igor. And man, that fucking album is fucking amazing, bro. I really love that album.
People,
shake your head, Red.
No, I just want to know, why you was putting your ass out there during RZA and
Bro, let me tell you, I knew you were gonna bring this up, and I'm glad you brought it up.
You was out there shaking your tail feather in the comments.
What happened?
I was in the comments, bro. I was blowing that shit up, dog.
Esteban was a groupie. I'm like, yo, if you don't go sit down.
Nah, I was sitting down, bro, because I had to. Look, let me tell you, bro. I haven't been to a hip hop show in over 8 months.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's been a while, bro. It's been a minute.
The show's not coming back till next year.
And then two, bro, when you really, really think about it, you know how like everybody sits down and watches the Super Bowl and you know that, more than half of the nation is watching the Super Bowl, so we're all watching it together. It was like that, but with like your favorite rappers, bro. We were in a room with Common and Talib Kweli and fucking Rick Ross and Snoop and
everybody.
We were in a room with these guys, bro. They were experiencing what we were experiencing, and that's
all together at the same time.
Think about how you said that, right?
I was exhausted, bro. When that shit was over, I was exhausted. I was tired, bro.
He had his thumbs were. He had arthritis in his thumbs.
Gotta shake it out.
Think about the time when we could go on to Yahoo Chat and imagine having fucking people like Azealia Banks, Snoop Dogg, freaking Tyler Perry, Michelle Obama, Little Dicky, all in your chat room. Like, what? What is happening?
Bro, can we talk about that? Them popping up in like some of these battle chats or whatever, getting their political shit off. Y'all bitch niggas don't stay away. The fuck? You better listen for your burner account. Shut the fuck up. Don't nobody want to hear that.
I was like, yo, relax.
Yeah, just stop.
And people with the blue check by their name looking thirsty. I'm like, oh my god.
Like a real thirsty, like real stupid, man.
Thirsty, bro.
And like, hey, like this is a perfect time to remind everybody shutting the fuck up is free.
But I thought it was cool because it humanized everybody, in a sense.
Oh, no. Yeah, but I'm talking about when people embarrass themselves. Or make assholes out of themselves.
All the time.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrese was... Anytime Tyrese goes into a chat, just watch everything he types.
Don't ever bring up Tyrese in this podcast, bro, ever again. Ever.
Why are you mad at Tyrese?
If I could say somebody who should have just like, shh, and just kept to working, man.
Just shut up.
If Tyrese was ill. He was ill until I feel like he was ill for real until like the Fast and the Furious shit started happening. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, and then like all his personal shit started coming out, and it's like
he don't even see Sweet Lady no more.
Money can't cure corniness, bro.
No.
Can't cure it.
Unfortunately, I feel like money is an enabler to corniness.
Yes.
Damn, I'm gonna be extra corny then.
You know what I'm saying? No. No, but like, I mean, I feel like it's documented in this time period we've been in quarantine. I think this might be one of the highest periods that I've seen people just be like, yo, can celebrities shut the fuck up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Yeah, and especially like with them trying to do some like, hey guys, we're all in this together, and it's like, bro, you're in a mansion. I'm in a $500 apartment. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
I'm trying to figure out how they made all these commercials.
What commercials? Oh, like Olive Garden. All these dudes.
B-roll.
Like how you made that commercial? Like we just did this. This just started. You couldn't film that. How do you film that? How did you film that? You can't even be around people.
Bro.
Don't sleep, bro.
The interesting thing I would say about the quarantine, which I feel like has been said before, is that this is showing how much of what America is can be done at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like honestly, and it's not to say like we should all be holed up in our cribs forever. You know, hopefully when outside opens back up, you know, like.
Oh, for real.
You know, like
I'm telling you, if I get a job and I'm like, yo, you're hired, blah blah blah. Make sure you come to the office. The office? Why? I did this at home for a year.
Yep.
Feels like a year.
Like, why do I need to be in the office? Accountability, so you can be over my shoulder.
Just Zoom me. Just Zoom me. Just Zoom me.
Yeah, you feel me? Ring me up, dog. I'll answer. Like, it's cool. You know? Oh, yo, I forgot.
And apps. You don't need
What's
nothing.
that?
As long as you got a phone and you have apps will get you anything and everything, bro. I'm surprised we're not voting over the phone yet, bro.
Right?
Why are we not voting over the phone? Anyway, has there been any debates about anything?
Well, we're not voting over the phone because as soon as everybody started going to Zoom started getting hacked like nobody's business.
Well, Zoom is owned by a company in China, and they give all that information back to China. So there's nothing. We have no jurisdiction on that app.
Nothing.
We already take the risk. We bank over the phone. You know how many people bank with their phones and their apps, bro?
Yep.
You know what I mean? How many times do we purchase all types of shit from all over the country over our phones?
Nigga, I just got a routing number. I just got a routing number from Cash App.
That's what I'm saying. We put our Cash App up on Twitter, hoping all these celebrities give us money and shit. But you know what I mean? If we could do all that, I think we can vote. Fuck.
Bro, can we talk about how Cash App quit? As soon as that stimulus talk came out, they were like, hey, check it out. So, you trying to get that check?
Get your routing number. Get your routing number.
They're like, go get that stimulus check today. Like, oh, man.
They got it, though. It's insane what has been happening, and you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
been crazy.
I just
When did it hit you? Like for me, like it hit me when they closed Vegas, because I was like, they ain't gonna close Vegas. They're not gonna close down no casinos, no hotels. But once they closed Vegas, bro, that's when I knew. Like, oh, shit,
when they stopped sports, I was like, you did what? You stopped sports. Like, sports. Every person in the goddamn stadium bought this tall can for $10.
Yo,
That's
where'd you get that
60
can from, bro?
60,000 people at Yankee Stadium all have a $10. Bro, that is millions of dollars gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for a game. And I'm only talking just one beer. You know them niggas is in there fucking 3 canning it up. You know what I mean? When they show it on TV and the commercials, the sponsors.
$1 million.
I'm like, you stop sports? Oh, white people mad. They mad.
We're mad. Bro, I was watching boxing and UFC with no crowds. That shit was funny because it's just two guys beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
That's ill. Like, yo, fuck the crowd. Get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Word.
Get busy.
So I just thought that was bugged out. And then, meanwhile, Vince McMahon is sitting there looking at niggas like,
because you know what he did, right? One, Florida's crazy, bro. Florida don't give a fuck about nothing. Vince was like, yo, I'll give you guys this money. Let me keep doing my show. That's what happened.
well, if you look at it like this, here's the thing with Vince, right? He technically had shit privatized to himself anyway, right? So he already had he had a studio at Full Sail in Florida. But he couldn't go there because, you know, it's a college. He didn't own the college, so they're like, no, we're not opening it up. So whatever. But he has the training facility, which is also in Florida. And that's his. So whatever happens on TV, it's been done already in that building. You know what I mean? So all he has to do is just recreate it in the building, and he can do whatever the fuck he wants, technically.
He's a genius. Yeah. I'll give him that. I'll give Vince, he's a mastermind at what he does, which is it's much more than wrestling, bro.
He makes you believe. That's all he does is make you believe. I mean, bro, WrestleMania is what? Okay, WrestleMania is 36 years, bro. 36 years. So let's just say wrestling's only been around for 36 years.
Yeah.
For 36 years, niggas have been watching this thing that is fake.
Yeah, it's fake.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Throwing each other around the ring. Yep.
Great, bro. It's like we're all being conned, but we're in on the con. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's like it seems to be like an unspoken agreement. It's like, yo, just shut up and enjoy it. You know what I mean? And I think I won't call myself a wrestling fan, but that's the thing that I like respect about it, because it's like, yo, like just shut the fuck up, like you know what I'm saying?
I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, slipped my mind.
That's my fault.
No, I have dementia in my old age.
Yeah, of course.
Shit.
Hey, do y'all know who No Name is?
Yes.
Female rapper.
Oh, okay. I've seen the thing.
As well. Well, I'm gonna bring this up to make a very important point. She kind of stopped performing, stopped doing live performances because she was tired of her crowds being majority a white audience. So she was tired of that shit, right? Because she's like, yo, where's my people at? So a lot of people gave her and when I went to go see them, bro, keep in mind I was smoking, the best Colorado had to offer. I had almost a moment of clarity, bro, because I noticed something that I had feared, but now it was kind of like proven to me that Wu-Tang, and y'all know I'm a Wu-Tang fan, has almost become like a caricature of themselves. You know what I mean? They're it's almost not that they're mocking themselves, but it's almost like I went to this sold out enormous concert, bro, right? Sold out. And the majority of the people were white kids, white people I met some dudes from Idaho, some other dudes from Seattle, everybody from everywhere. And Wu-Tang is always forced to rap the same lyrics over and over and over again to a crowd of white people who don't even know the lyrics. They just know the song. I found myself rapping along to the lyrics by myself, bro. And you could tell that their energy is not in it because this is probably the 10th city where they've had to rap Triumph. And you could tell that they're tired of that shit, bro. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm not disappointed in them because I get it, bro. Because imagine only being able to rap or perform one album, bro, for your whole career. Jay-Z can perform shit from Reasonable Doubt all the way to 444. Their fault, but they've become much bigger than themselves that everybody just knows them for 36 Chambers, and that's what you gotta rap to these fucking white kids because that's all they're gonna know, and they're not even gonna know the lyrics, but you're just gonna do it anyway because you have money. And nothing against Wu-Tang, bro. You know what I mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy you say that.
Just at Falls, I've seen Raekwon at Zeppelin's before it became lowbrow, and those shows were fucking popping, bro. You know what I mean? Because those were the hardcore true fans. But I feel like once you get them to somewhere like Red Rock Amphitheater, that level of respect and that level of energy just goes away, bro. And it's very disappointing.
When Wu-Tang,
so I feel kind of know where No Name was coming from. That's why I brought her up, because you get a crowd of 2,000-3,000 white kids who don't know the lyrics, paying all this money just to see a group that they know it's cool to say, like, oh, I went to go see Wu-Tang in Denver. You know what I mean? And it was disappointing.
When I went and saw them at Texas Showdown,
that shit was dope.
I felt the exact same way as you're feeling right now. I remember going home and telling my homie Christian, I was like, yo, that was very weird, because it seemed like they were making fun of themselves, but making fun of the fans at the same time. I saw when Ghostface grabbed the mic and like tested people about the lyrics. Like he kind of just like
did the exact same thing.
And there was a song, I can't remember what song it was, but I remember I was rapping a verse, and he was rapping a whole nother thing, and I'm like, that's not how the track go. Because he was testing them, testing the crowd on their whatever. He was just rapping whatever nonsense he wanted to rap. I'm like, wait, what the hell is going on? So, yeah, I do believe that they're probably, getting it to get it, and they got to stay whatever, relevant. But they're definitely like, I think they're in their own world, going out there and like being like, you know what? Let's go out there and get this money. Fuck with these people. But it's Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Like, it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother level of mentality that we're probably not even on yet, unless we're on it and they're just, we're hip to it.
I think the thing is, you got to take into account, for the most part, especially when we're talking about Wu-Tang, like, at Wu-Tang level, you're a legacy act. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've been in the game every bit of 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Or 20 plus years or whatever. I think it's one of the things where there was a group of people, like their true fan base that like really hopped on the bandwagon in like, I'll say like the 3 to 5 years of like their careers, like a group and everything. And then I feel like the late 2000s, early 2010, like literally 10 years ago, something happened around that with social media, and groups like Wu-Tang and people like Nas and their teams and everything, they figured out whatever type of rebrand and everything. And arguably for Wu-Tang, I'm saying like Nas is tired of playing fucking Illmatic. He's talked about that, and he's like, damn. It's like there's a lot more to him, but it's like a thing. They capitalize on the group of people who had come to know their names by association, but just didn't know the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, somebody thought I could literally repackage my old shit, you know what I'm saying, and go on these arena tours everywhere with motherfuckers who really don't know, but they're going to pay. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. I remember thinking that when I was in El Paso, bro, and like seeing like random people with like Wu-Tang tattoos. And I was like, do you really? Like, I'm not even a crazy Wu-Tang head like that. And I have respect for them, but I'm just not the type of person that I would like get the tattoo if it's necessarily trendy. You would see people. It's not a fucking t-shirt. It's like a tattoo. And I'm like, are you even really like kind of connected with that? Or is it just because it's a thing? You know what I'm saying? Or like the same thing with like MF Doom tattoos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's not all the time, and that's specific to tattoos. But I think it's a weird thing about like commoditizing and white audiences. You can draw everything back to racism. You know what I'm saying? I understand where no name is coming from 100%. I feel like there's always some type of ceiling that you can look at. You can pretty much pinpoint when white people were pretty much exposed to an artist.
And this is why you should watch Black as Fuck, because that shit fucking is hilarious, and it explains all that shit.
Well, that's good, bro. But nah, yeah, it's like it's like you're when you try to rebrand yourself, especially as a group, it's hard, right? And even Nas, just a single rapper, he's stuck on Illmatic for the rest of his life when he's got a whole catalog of shit that he can perform. But I bet you half of the people that will pay tickets to go see him, and that's crazy. You're paying tickets for what then? You're not paying tickets for the actual performance. You're just paying tickets for the hype.
To go see
there, to say you were there.
To go see Snoop.
And that was what I mean. I feel like that was probably the best thing that any artist or any artist team could have figured out, is that I can capitalize on my own hype. You know what I'm saying? Like I can recapitalize on my own hype. It's almost like reinvesting your investment in a way. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a thing that really works because, again, we can look at Nas, for example's sake, or for conversation's sake, Nas and Wu-Tang. There were plenty of other niggas that were rapping with when they all first came out that are not able to do what they were doing then today, right? So it's like there's this like weird balance between the two and like how people's career paths go on, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like a really weird thing, and I do wonder how they feel, you know, going out, and it's just like, oh, people, because we're Wu-Tang, they're not really like that type of investor, not really connected with the music. They're just like, oh, you guys are dope. Like, you guys will draw people or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could be a whole other thing. And again, it's disrespect to groups and the saying that nobody loves them. But I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's like, and it's super fucking weird going to concert times.
And it's
like,
and I'll tell you this, the best. And right, I went to this concert and I was disappointed, but I still had a good time, bro, because of the experience itself, right? I was in Colorado, I did a bunch of shit. But I get, just like you said, like, I wonder how they feel, and just listening to them rap, bro, I could tell how they feel, because the only person who surprised me was Old Dirty Bastard Jr., bro. Because he came with the energy, bro. He held that crowd, not even the crowd, he held that group, bro, that whole night in his shoulders because of his energy, right? Because he's ODB's son. I want to say this is the first time Wu-Tang has took him on a whole worldwide tour, so he's pumped. He's hyped. He's representing his father. He's got to come top-notch. And he came with it, bro. ODB Jr. came with it, bro, so shout out to him because he made it worth it. So I got to give it up to him, bro.
Did you go be a groupie? You try to stand backstage and get a little wraparound?
Huh?
Were you trying to be a groupie at the show? Did you try to get a little wraparound backstage by the tour bus?
Shut the fuck up.
Wildin'. But no, like,
Wildin'.
To be honest, it's something that I think about for real. Because it's like, you think about like what you know, the type of people that end up making up your core fan base, and like, it's usually they have some type of like real like emotional or like just real deep connection to the music in one way or another. Either they fuck with you person, you know, like the person that you show people that you are, or they fuck with the music or something, the aesthetic, or you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck it is, right? And you know, there comes a point where you gotta, you know, all this music shit is all entertainment. It can all be like business and shit. So in a way, you end up trying to sell a product. And I've seen a way where you can, in a way, like commoditize yourself and put yourself in a box just to be able to sell yourself. And then it ends up coming off weird. It's like, yeah, you're known, but I've been trying to tell people this for years. And like, there are a lot of people I know. There are a lot of artists that I know. A lot of artists I'm coming in contact with. And it's like, yeah, you're popular, but I think about like the difference. One question I've had to answer since I moved out to Vegas, I've been working on answering, is like, what do I want out of my career, right? Because I think that's an important fucking question. Yeah. And it's like, I really had to sit back and think, you know, if I want to get to the days where I can do multi-arena tours in the United States or do a worldwide tour or something like that, I got to do these things. If I want to be able to play 500 cap rooms and max them out wherever I go, I got to do these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, figure out like how I want to move based on like what my expectations are. And in some cases, like, if you want the money, sometimes, you know, you got to like maybe not sacrifice your artistic integrity, but like just figure out some shit because eventually the white people are gonna get involved with it and it's gonna be different. You know what I mean? For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes. I got an album coming out next month.
Oh shit.
Hey.
Yo,
Oh, next
bro,
month?
if it's any that shit I heard on your live, I can't wait, dog.
Oh, no, so this is going to be so back in January when outside was still open, I took a trip pretty much to Las Cruces to finish out working with my homie Late Night Loki. And I was out there for like, I want to say like 4 days or something. And prior to then, we had already recorded a couple of records. So in those 4 days, we pretty much just marathon the rest of everything, rounded it out, recorded like 9 songs in total. So we had an 11-track album coming out next month. Like we just finalized like the artwork and everything, and we wanted to do some shows, but it's looking like things are gonna be a little different.
You ain't gonna be doing no shows.
Exactly. So I mean, there's gonna be an online release, but like we're doing like cassettes and shit. And it's a dope ass little project. I'm not gonna put out the title just yet because we haven't really announced it, but it's gonna be dope.
Nice. I like it.
Deserved.
We're potty training Jalen.
What?
You're up on Instagram.
Yeah, so he's doing that. Oh, okay. Since we push things and stuff. On Tuesday, I have Tuesday I'll be on the Mickey D show on Pitbull's Globalization.
Oh, turn up.
So shout out to Danger Zone, Mickey Ward, and DJ Rel for that plug. And what's dope about it, so like when they started putting the lineups together, and then they put out the first like artwork for the first show, it was like NBA Jam. It was like a screenshot of NBA Jam, and they had the cities of where the DJs are coming from.
That's tight.
So they had like Chicago Bulls, and then they had like the Knicks. But then ours, we got fucking UTEP right there in the corner of Texas.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, like the thing is that people don't really know what's like the graphic art of it, right? When I looked at it, I'm like looking at the graphic art, I'm like, oh shit. And then I saw the UTEP one, I'm like, oh shit. And then I'm pretty sure if you're looking at it, people wouldn't know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
I don't know if people would click it in, what's actually on that screen. It was dope though. I was like, yo, that's sick.
Yeah, that's
And then each time the person pops up, like the players revealed of who they're playing or whatever. The DJ.
Yeah.
So they did a good job at that. So I have that on Tuesday, and then also on Tuesday, I'll be doing recording for this show with Q the Hype Man. It's called The Party Cave, and Q the Hype Man he's pretty much like the shuffle hype guy for LMFAO. And he has his own like YouTube series that he does. So I'll be doing something for that as well on Tuesday. And that doesn't air. That doesn't air till like next week or something like that. What else? I think that's it.
Yo, have y'all seen Uncut Gems?
No.
Yes.
Is it good?
Bro. Yeah.
Like, talk about it because you gotta go watch it.
Well, I just want to know if it's good. That's all I want to know.
It's great. You can go watch that shit.
I enjoyed it. It was tight.
What about Queen and Slim?
I still haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't seen it.
You need to, bro. Y'all get with your ladies and watch that movie together, bro.
True. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Like Morgan's not like terribly interested in watching it. I don't. Yeah. So I don't know. Like we might watch it. Or like
It's a short film, which is good, So
okay,
we'll get her attention a lot faster.
Yeah. Quick to digest. All right,
yeah.
I'll check it out.
But yeah, I mean, I mean, not much in the world to really.
Not much, bro. I mean, there is because there's a lot of shit going on, but shit that I'm like, I stopped listening to the news like a week ago, bro. I got tired of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, I just stay.
Bring that into this.
You drink coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You drink coffee?
You drink coffee, Fifth? I thought you.
I stopped.
Oh,
What is that?
Yerba mate, dog. I need a fucking sponsorship.
a what?
I be drinking the fuck out of this shit.
What is that?
It's like what is it? It's like Argentinian. Like it's like based in like I don't know the fucking story, man. It's like tea,
Oh,
but there's caffeine and it's what I'm saying. But it's not coffee.
so I went and got coffee the other day, and it's the Jack Daniel's coffee.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
I didn't even know they had a coffee.
Had to pay a pretty penny, but I don't think I'll drink another type of coffee at home
Ever again?
It's so good. I'm telling you, it's really good.
I bet.
Wow. Okay.
Because, like, I like Jack Daniels. I like coffee.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting drunk. I'm waking up, but I have the taste, the nice taste of Jack Daniels after the coffee's gone. You don't have the coffee taste. It tastes like Jack Daniels in your mouth.
That's
I'm
great.
like, oh, wow. I like that.
You said there's no liquor in it?
No, it's just, you know what I mean? They do what they do with the Jack Daniels and it's good.
Yo, speaking of experiences, Fizz, since you've been in Vegas, do you gamble? Have you been gambling or have dabbled in gambling?
The casinos are closed, Esteban.
I know that, Red, but he's been there for a fucking month.
Gambling is intense, bro. I'll say this. I haven't been a part of it, but I've stood at tables with people playing $20,000 hands.
Or like intense, huh? Just watching these dudes, huh?
Bro, I saw. Okay, like I peeped this. Dude had to be like a doctor or something. It was this really tiny Asian dude, and he's sitting at this table in the high roller section, playing with I believe it was $60,000. It was just like, like tossing cards. Like, I don't give a fuck. This ain't nothing, dog. Like, what's up? Like, give me my cards. Flip them over. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Give me my money. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then, lost a big hand. But nah, in terms of me, I've dabbled here and there. I've won some money. I've lost some money. It's not really my thing.
Hold on.
You know? Oh.
I saw, we went to Sunland, and dude was we went to Sunland Park, and dude was like,
yeah, it's okay.
You just saw, he did, it's all slot machines, so he did something. He hit the machine, and he lost, and bro, I just saw his whole life just, it was like, you know how when Thanos comes out of the blue?
Yeah.
It was the other way. He was imploding. I saw his life just implode on him.
See, I'll be honest with you, I don't even fucking know how slots really even work. I've tried sitting down on them, you know what I'm saying, played at $1. I'm like, what the fuck even is this? People sit there for hours. You go to any of these casinos, and there's these old ladies, and there's, you know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
It's the dumbest thing.
Yeah. It's pretty nuts, but no, I've seen some ill shit in a casino. I seen this dude lose a hand, or lose a lot of money on roulette, and tried to swing on the dealer. It was hard, bro. It was crazy. We're across the way, 2 tables down at a Pai-Gow poker table. It's a really easy game. Okay, and this nigga's over here, and all you hear is, hey! And I look up, and I see this red-faced white dude, and he's like I'm talking from back here, it was hood! And missed. right? And this girl like grabbed him from behind and was like, chill. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And like, and my mom's with me, and I'm like standing in front of her. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though it's around the way, but I'm like, nah, niggas be tripping. But I'm also like, I'm like, yo, what is going on? Like, the casinos be raw, dog, and especially if you catch it on the right night. What's interesting is the handful of times I'll come to Vegas before moving here. You know, when you go out, you're used to people. It's not like going out to the club in your hometown. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be dressing, you know, it's GQ. You know what I'm saying? It's the Met Gala or some shit. And the girls be like, they be out there. You know what I mean? And they be out there and be like, check it out. This is what I'm wearing. And you're going to deal with it. And it's like 42 degrees outside, but it's like, fuck it. Fuck Cardi B Day. I'll never get cold, right? Mm-hmm. But it's interesting when you live there because, like, I don't live anywhere near the strip. You know what I mean? And, like, yeah, I don't see none of that shit. Like, I'm just mad domestic, and I'm at the house, like, recording and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Being an artist. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, this.
Yeah, that shit was hard. That was hard right there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nah. But, like, that's life. I mean, like, the stripping shit is cool. The people out here are, there's a lot of black people out here, which is tight. But I'm like, mostly in the house and shit. But, I mean, I saw a fight at the grocery store within the first 30 days of me being here. No, I saw a fight at the gas station. And then probably a month or so later, I saw a fight in front of the grocery store. Wonderful. And I'm like, this is truly a blessing to be around. You know?
Well, why are they fighting at the grocery? This is before the corona?
Yeah, this is pre-corona. You know what I'm saying?
The fuck they fighting over? A shopping cart?
People bother, bro.
I don't know, man. I thought somebody was going to get run over with a car. I was like, oh. I didn't know if somebody had a gun. After Atlanta, bro, I'm not playing with people.
Shit.
Yeah, somebody got a gun in the vicinity. I'm like, ain't no reason for it. You know what I mean?
Word.
Not at all. Fuck all that.
Hey, yo, Red, you getting faded today?
I got a little faded yesterday. I might chill out a little bit today.
I bought a bottle of tequila for you. I'm gonna drink it.
Well, that time, huh?
Look, this Terramana right here, the Rocks tequila.
Oh boy.
Look, this is, look.
Oh boy.
And this one's done already.
Goddamn.
But yeah, it's really good. So I'm gonna probably finish that, and then wrestling's on now, which you guys are making me miss. So.
Okay.
You like that?
But no, it's good talking to my friends.
Hell yeah. Happy birthday, dude.
Yo, when all this shit is over, I gotta go visit you, because I've never been to Vegas.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to go. Me and Amanda were gonna go.
I'm not drinking, so I'll buy me some pre-rolls, bro, and walk around the casino, tripping balls.
Well, no, it's good, man. I mean, like, I'll say this. I found the dispensaries I like visiting. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's proper out here.
Me and Amanda were gonna go, but they canceled that. So.
Yeah, exactly. But it's all good. After this is all over, we definitely gonna link up and shit. Hopefully next year when I can start doing shows. Shit. Unless I get on IG Live and try and do shit something like everybody else. But,
just be creative.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
All right, guys, fellas.
What?
No booze on the quarantine. Stay safe.
Peace, fella.
And
stay clean.
Yeah, wipe your ass.
Wipe your ass.
Peace, fellas.
All right, bro.